Right.
Or even in movies. I mean, it's slave made.
Don't.
I mean, you see what I mean?
Or gangster.
We can't get an Academy Award unless we play these roles.
Right. That's why I was so happy with the movie Ma with Octavia Spencer.
Yes.
Because me and Malika, we love scary movies. Like we always I want to play killer. Yeah, and then we finally, because I was like, that's a lane that they won't let us do.
No,
and
they will let us do it. We
like,
just get killed in the first 10 minutes.
Perfect, you know. Yeah, it was exciting.
Even Taraji.
Yeah,
remember when Taraji played in that movie where she was action.
Yeah,
they don't let us.
We don't get
we're not action figures. Yeah, they always act like that with us. If we are okay, as much as we've endured, let's not even get there. Okay.
Yeah, right. I tell you, we the best people to play the position.
What?
Okay.
You know? Right. So we've seemed like we've come so far, but we got a lot of work to do. When you look at those areas where you're like, man, all these years and they ain't been not one woman or black killer, like where the person is, you know.
Right.
We just got that, and that was
just
2 years ago. Yeah. So.
And I was so proud. I was like, oh my goodness.
And she did great. It was believable.
We're stepping out. And then I knew, I said, they did something to her. I said, she was at school and they was messing with her. Before it even came out, I was ready.
Right.
Yeah.
But y'all want to touch back on what y'all had said too. I want to touch back on what y'all said also about getting that break, which someone who already is established getting that role, because I was just reading about the guy that's played Eddie Murphy's son on Coming to America too.
Yeah.
And he's from here. He's from the DMV area.
Okay.
And they were all saying, well, it should have been this person, it shouldn't have been that person. And I was like, but when does that person who has not been discovered get that chance? Like you don't know the road this guy has went through to get there. And I was proud because he's from the area, but they're like, oh, because they was talking about DC Young Fly. They was like, well, it should have been him. And then it's like, he gave him props. He was like, give that man his props. You know, he auditioned, he got the role, but then there's somebody we don't know. But how you can't, get new people if we doing the same thing.
No opportunity.
Exactly. But it sounded like what Malika was saying, correct me if I'm wrong, it sounded like that they would almost book you for the role, and then when someone else came that they felt was better, then they
or a name.
Well, it's not even better. It's not even better.
Yeah.
It's not even better.
No.
It is a money-driven industry. It's art, but it's a business. It's show business. And they may not even think the person that we know who's already established is good for the role or fits the role. But they know that person might have a certain following, and they got to sell tickets. It's box office. It's numbers. It's business.
They have a draw, and they can bring people in.
Because we've been in situations where they're like, "Man, you're so good." Like they want to hire you and cast you, but there's a whole team of people and producers and this, and they want their money back and this and that. And now it's your whole social media numbers, and it's so much more to it now. But it really comes down.
But it's
to that.
But it's so crazy because I hate to say it, but it's like it's a lot of times it's us that don't allow us the opportunity to move forward and to give a chance to other persons and be about the work and the talent. And therefore, if the talent and the quality is there, then it's going to sell tickets. It's going to do just like when Orange is the New Black. Nobody knew them.
No.
That's right.
And it was successful. I'm watching a series right now. Jenny and
oh my goodness, in Georgia.
Yeah.
I love that.
I've been glued like this.
Right. I have it on pause right now.
It is so good because
so good.
Oh, first of all, to see her father being a successful Black man who came from a family.
She hasn't seen it yet. Don't say that.
Okay,
I ain't watched it yet either.
Okay.
Right, but you have to watch it.
I want to watch it.
I'm on episode 8 right now.
And Billie Holiday, for them to take a chance on someone, and this lady, she didn't,
her first movie.
Yes.
But she had been around a little bit, but
right,
I don't know if you guys
did
have
some
watched
music.
the interview. Yeah, the interview with Lee Daniels and her and Oprah, and he explains why he cast her. And you know, I mean, he's an artist. He understands it. He's in a position where he can really go for the art and not think about, you know,
that's true.
I mean, of course, he's thinking about the money, but not fully. And so he said he cast her because she turned down the role. She didn't want to do it. She was nervous. She was scared. Yeah, she said no.
Too. That's intimidating, you know, that role. But she tore it up.
She did it.
She tore it up.
But he saw something, and it was subtle. He's like, in her telling me, convincing me not to do it, he looked and was like, that's Billy. That's Billy right there. Like, you done got, I'm here to convince you at the lunch, and you convincing me to convince it. And he's like, you're Billy. He saw something that matched the character.
And he saw something absolutely correct.
And he trusted the art.
And they need to get back to that.
Say what Malika was saying about our people and not doing those opportunities. I mean, it comes from fear. When you're chasing the money, it's like, really, at the end of the day, aren't you changing lives with these stories? Aren't you, you know? So,
and give other people opportunity, because we get tired of seeing the same people all the time, and
they'll dress that same person up in everything.
And people talk about Tyler Perry, but the one thing that man do is that man gives opportunities.
He just got to clean up the wigs. That's all. He just got to clean up the head. That's all. Because Tyler, just get this right now. Listen, everybody knows that this is a given. He just get it together. He can come and get a seat. Alonzo down there, Alonzo doing lace fronts and stuff in Atlanta. Come on,
look, Tay.
Come on now, Alonzo right there.
So Malika, you have been on the Have and Have-Nots, correct?
I have, yeah.
That's my daggone show.
Trying to tell you. So wait, in the theme of Tyler Perry, he made a lane for himself. And I feel that sometimes Hollywood tries to make you feel like there can only be one Spike, there can only be one John Singleton, there can only be one Tyler Perry or Lee Daniels at a time. Like, this is not an industry where we can have multiple film, you know, producers, directors. We can't have too many. It has to be that one, that makes it through. Do you feel like Tyler Perry, even with you being on the Have and the Have-Nots, has led the way, paved the way for more opportunities for those positions, for people of color in the Black and Brown community to be in those positions?
I know definitely for actors. I mean, I know now he's opening the doors for writers. And I know producers, his team and stuff like that, like going to the Tyler Perry studios and seeing soon as you drive through your people. I'm talking about from security
person driving the to
all of going in and the wardrobe room looking like a department store, the hair and makeup, the salon looking like a real beauty salon. And then it wasn't just like, you know, that he hired us, but it was like he hired us that were down to earth, like could be your cousins or something.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I love it.
That, I mean, when I tell you he caters to you, like I had a guest spot on there, not, you know, I'm not a series regular recurring role or nothing, but he still took care of me so well. Yeah. I mean, so well. I mean, from flying, having a private driver take me to the airport, to first class, to an apartment, to, I mean, just took care of you so well. They did not differentiate, oh, she's just a guest star, so we got to take care of the star. He lays out the red carpet.
I mean, you set the tone.
He lays out that red. People can say whatever. That man sets that red carpet out, child.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. They can say whatever they want to say about him. I don't give a lolly.
Yeah.
That man is doing more for us.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing is we gotta see ourselves out there. Like even for
and that's the biggest thing he's doing for us. People think it's all these other things, but the fact that we're seeing him do it Yeah. Exactly. It's more, the magnitude of that is bigger than all the, oh, well, you didn't give the, it's huge. Yeah. It's huge. And for him to be transparent and telling his story of where he started from, being homeless and trying to get that play up. Like, that's how I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it, because it inspires us. You know what I mean? Like, it's possible. It's so possible.
Wow. It's so amazing. I just love when there's successful Black people just doing their thing. It's just amazing to me. Tyler Perry is someone I definitely look up to. I definitely admire. I admire his work ethic. I admire everything that he's doing, because you don't see that very often, especially in the entertainment industry.
Right.
Somebody so authentic.
Yeah. And he's giving, I mean, we have a lot of friends that are on his TV shows, like that we worked with, or we
been in the trenches with them, and then he's given them their break, their opportunity. Like, so it's really cool. It's really cool to see that.
So what can we find, or what does Royale Blessings Entertainment offer that sets itself apart from other companies or entertainment companies?
Well, just piggyback on what I said, definitely is we're a company that is inspiring and being in position to hire people that would not get opportunities. Right. And to give them an environment,
an experience too,
of
excellence
in that community. We exude excellence on our set. We exude familyness. Yeah. We exude godliness, respect. We respect. And when you have all of that, and when you take care of your people, like God said, when you take care of my house, I take care of yours. So when you take care of them, then it's going to be reciprocated back, that they're going to want to take care of you, and they're gonna want to talk and say, man, we was in Royale Blessing Entertainment production, man, we got treated so well. That's what I want. We got treated so well. I got an opportunity. They took the time. Like, when we're casting, we'll take the time and tell someone, and they're new and green, like, you need to have this. Right. We let them know. Headshot. Other than that, other casting directors, it's just next. But we want to see people grow and develop. And we want to and help towards that. Because we didn't get it all the time. I do have mentors that have helped, but as far as on that industry of being with the casting director, you don't know. So
it can feel very isolating and confusing, and you're like wondering, like, why? And that's when all the other insecurity stuff comes in that we were talking about before. Yeah. Because people, it's almost like they're trying to hold tight to this little secret. Right. And you feel like you're on the outside of the secret, and then you realize there ain't no secret. Person just power struck, or they, they're insecure themselves about what their next gig is going to be, rather than going, you know what, like, we've experienced it, and we're like, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Right. We definitely don't. We want people to just wish they could be on our set. Yeah.
And it's a small industry. It's a very small, once you're in it, you realize that it's very small. People talk. And so for us, it's like that excellence of knowing, like, that's when we know we're not going to have our name out there saying that we're not doing things right, or we don't know, we don't pay, or we're not respectful, or it was a horrible time on they set. Like, no.
We take that very, very
and we've
serious.
Worked too hard. Yeah. We have sacrificed and worked too hard. I mean, when you think back to originally what we were saying, like, this was in our heads way back in college. Yeah. So to all those years and all that work and dreaming and crying, blood, sweat, and tears, literally, to mess it up by being,
a diva,
or
being disrespectful.
Right. Because that one thing, and next thing you know, everybody talking about how, oh, they like this, what's that?
Oh yeah, you get labeled. You're difficult.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the word.
Exactly.
Monique.
Yes.